In the 1.4.4 update for Terraria, which is somehow 2 years old, we got the Shimmer, a new liquid for the game. It had many abilities such as decrafting items, transmutating items, making your character incorporeal, reflecting projectiles, and a couple more neat things. It was a fantastic addition. One of these things I mentioned above was the Shimmer decrafting and transmutation, kind of the main selling point of the Shimmer. There are many cool transmutations you can do with the Shimmer, an upgraded Contaminator, Rod of Discord, Ankh Charm accessories, but you already know all that stuff. What else does the Shimmer have? What are some of the more obscure Shimmer transmutations? Which ones are the best?
Wow, that's a lot of junk.
Sure is.
I think I know where you could bring all that.
Where?
Rusty Scrap and Tires, where we pay top dollar for all your scrap metal.
You're telling me I can get amazing deals with minimal effort?
Yep, just bring it all and we'll deal with it.
And now you have no iron. I don't know about you, but I find myself running out of iron more often than I'd like to admit. And while it's pretty easy to find, I don't always want to spend my time mining it. So if you do need a bulk of iron, head over to your merchant. The merchant sells anvils, and these are great for getting lots of iron quickly. Just buy up and go decraft. The catch, however, is your laziness is going to cost you. It's not too bad late game, but early game this will cost a pretty penny. Maybe he was a bit misleading in his marketing, nevertheless still very effective. And this isn't the only useful thing that the merchant is selling. The furnace is kind of a powerhouse. Stone is a very useful building resource used in many great building blocks and itself being pretty solid. And wood in any lazy build. The furnace has both of these along with torches all in one. Not bad, merchant. Not bad. The Lava Charm. Pretty infamous for being pretty tedious to get. But what if it was instead just marginally less tedious? If you can find yourself a couple of magma stones from the considerably less rare Hellbat, then you can just use the stones to turn into a charm with the Shimmer. I'm shocked by how many people miss this one. Furthermore, we can flip this on its head. If you're obscenely lucky and you get multiple charms, you can get a surplus of stones. Pretty cool. Rising from the depths of the world, though, we have the lush jungle, flourishing with life, including a very peculiar sort of metallic plant. The Chlorophyte Armour is pretty good for most classes, and we're getting a new set of it in 1.4.5, but prior to 1.4.4, I didn't opt to use it much. This was because it always seemed a lot more time efficient to save the Chlorophyte for the upgraded bars later on. But now with the ability to decraft, I love making Chlorophyte Armour, since I can just get the bars back afterwards. I mean, I don't always use it. Hallowed Armour is hella goated, but I don't see it as a waste anymore. Speaking of Hallowed Armour though, maybe you're a little short on being able to make it because you had to make the Pickaxe axe. Well, you see this useless piece of trash? Yeah, maybe not. Now you can go and make this previously unattractive Zestfest and decraft your Hallowed pick. Pair that with the mining set that you shimmered and there you go. Just some food for thought. Do you think the gender swap potion tastes good? I don't. That was only kind of on topic, by the way. Potions. They can be crafted, which is good. We likey. However, they are also found all over the world in chests, and sometimes all you need is just a death bloom or something just to make the mana power potion early game. Shimmer your useless potions. While not a necessity late game as long as you've been tending the fields, early game shimmering the random potions you find around the world can be quite useful. Again though, not like this is the end all be all of potion farming, but it's a pinch if you're worth a try. But in a pinch it's worth a try. Just note potions have a decrafting penalty when crafted, so if you've been thinking about the alchemy table, no you cannot make unlimited potions. Though another thing about the alchemy table, if you aren't playing summoner, you can shimmer the bewitching table into an alchemy table. Well, you can do it no matter what class you Adamantite is better than titanium. This is a quick intermission to remind you that you can shimmer titanium into adamantite. If you suck at the game, you probably use honey in your arenas. I'm sorry, that was me. Water is pretty easy to get, and with all that spare iron, you can make plenty of buckets. And thus, lots of water buckets. You can actually shimmer water buckets into lava buckets, and lava buckets into honey buckets. So if you don't want to jack around in the jungle, maybe you're early game, or you just have a cavern pylon at the shimmer to be quicker than getting honey, consider using this. Here's a pretty big one. Now that you've set up your honey stations, have you ever bought the wrong sentry from the old one's army? Or you just want a different one? Yeah, you can actually shimmer them into the alternates. It's a pretty simple entry, but still really useful. Fishing kinda sucks. But it can be made easier with fishing accessories. You know what that means. Yep, you can shimmer the angler fishing accessories. And not just those ones, but the cell phone accessories too. These are the only cell phone accessories that you can do this with, but they're also the hardest to get. I don't know when they changed this, because for the longest time I thought you couldn't shimmer the cell phone fishing accessories because I tried when the update came out and it didn't work. I think. I'm pretty sure. Again, you can only do this with the fishing themed ones, but alas, still useful. So there you have it. Some rather obscure shimmer transmutations and decrafts. Have fun with them. I hope I taught you something new, since I know I had a lot of fun playing around with the shimmer for this video, seeing what works and what doesn't. Anyways, go outside.